This learning is Le'ili Nishmas Broya Bas Chananya, Meseches Peah, Perek Dalid, Mishna Tes. Misha Lokatis a Peah, someone who gathered Peah, and we're referring here to a rich person. Va'omar, and he said, Harei Zuli Ish Pleini Ani, that he's acquiring it for a certain poor person. So we have an argument over here. Rabbi Eliezer says, Zachalai, he's able to acquire it for that poor person, and it belongs to that poor person. And the Chachamim say he's unable to do this, and therefore the halacha is that Yitnena la'ani shenimtza rishon. He should give it to the first poor person that he finds. And it's explained that everyone agrees that if this person himself is poor, then he's able to acquire it for a different poor person. Because we say, since if he wanted, he could acquire it for himself, he could therefore also acquire it for a different poor person. And the argument is when this person who collected it is himself a rich person. The Mishnah continues and presents a second teaching. Just before we say this teaching, we have to mention that the halacha is that by leket shechach and peah, the person who receives it, the poor person who receives these gifts, does not have to give meiser. Now the Mishnah teaches that haleket v'ashechacha v'apeah shel oived keichavim, the leket shechach and peah that a guy gives, and the guy is not obligated to give leket shechach and peah. The halacha by this leket shechach and peah that he gives to a poor person, it is chayiv b'meiser. It's obligated in meiser. So our Mishnah follows the opinion that holds that all lands in Eretz Yisrael are chayiv in meiser, even if they're owned by a non-Jew, and therefore this land is chayiv in meiser. And the guy is not chayiv in leket shechach and peah. So these are not real gifts of leket shechach and peah, and therefore the obligation of meiser that's on all the produce in this land remains on these gifts. And the Mishnah concludes, Ella imkain hifker. This is so unless the guy made it hefker. If the guy didn't just call these leket shechach and peah gifts to the poor, but rather he called it to be hefker, that anybody can acquire it, both the rich and the poor, anyone, it's available for everyone, and it's hefker. So then the person who acquires it is not chayiv in meiser, because something which is hefker is not chayiv in meiser.